Check it here, bring you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be using the heavies and Zookas together in a combination, also known as the hookahs, guys. And we're going to be taking on some insane, ridiculous Hammerman base builder bases. Then we're going to get into Hammerman's Imitation game. So very big day for Hammerman, guys. So let's go ahead. We got one loaded up here. It's called Electrical Uprising. And it's all shock mines and shock launchers. So this should be pretty interesting. So to properly test this, or to properly play this, I guess, what the chicken's plan is going to be, guys. Like, obviously, we can just barrage at the mines and walk up to the HQ, but to do a kind of challenge, I'm going to see if we can take the base down without using any flares, or any sort of, like, critter barrage, or any GBE that takes out shock mines. So we're not going to use critters, we're not going to use barrage, we're not going to use artillery, and we're just going to see if we can clear a path here with the heavies, and let the Zookas come in behind for the cleanup. I think we're actually going to have to use Dr. Caveman here, which is who we have loaded up, to help kind of tank some of these mines here. So it's going to be interesting for sure. There's not going to be a whole pile of movement. Maybe there won't be any movement whatsoever. So I guess we're already lying, guys. I'm going to go ahead and throw some critters out so we can actually get through this. Look at that. That is crazy. That graphic is insane. That has the critters popping on the shock mines. Look at that. That is nuts. It's like the game almost like lags out a little bit. So I guess let's help them out, guys, and let's throw a bunch of Zookas down now, and we'll get some crystal shield going here. And let's go ahead. Let's take out these back shock launchers, because honestly, we're gonna have rough enough time just walking up to the HQ here. So let's get the troops going. Let's get moving. Let's get through these shock mines here, guys. We'll take out this one next, I guess. And yeah, I don't know. I guess if we had done the challenge that I just said a second ago, we would have just been stuck and not moving. So probably wouldn't have made for the most exciting on a video. But you guys definitely feel free to try that and let me know how it goes, because I don't know if that's actually possible or not. Actually, a cool thing to do maybe next time, we'll do like a shock mine base against Scorchers and see if they have the speed to actually get there. So once these Zookas finally get unshocked, we're gonna melt this HQ. If they ever get there. I feel like it's just the heavies that were shooting at it, but boom. Electrical Uprising. So big shout out to, missed the guy's name, but that's going to be fine, guys. That's going to be fine. And yeah, let's go ahead and dive on into Imitation game and go over some heavy and Zooka stuff. We'll be right back. Okay, so we went ahead and we cleared out stages 1 to 4 on Imitation game, guys, because I think it was just going to be a little bit too... I don't know, there wasn't much point in going over it. So, if you didn't know already, which I didn't know because it didn't say it anywhere, but there is a heavy and Zooka mania going on right now, guys. 90% off the heavies and Zookas. So, this is pretty crazy with the endless reserves plus the cheapest of the heavies and Zookas. I think, what is it, like 4,000 gold or something to load them all, something like that. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get Brick loaded up, guys. That's going to be the best hero to use with heavies and Zookas, obviously. Brick and her battle orders. So let's go ahead and get this loaded up. And it's going to be a fantastic time right now, guys, for gold farming. So if you haven't upgraded your Dr. Caveman just yet, from what it says in the chickens game, it looks like this is going to be a I think a 4.5, maybe a 5-day troop mania, which is pretty crazy. So let's go ahead and go over some of the basics for heavies and smoky heavy Zooka. So basically, you just smoke them kind of like Zookas. You get up to the HQ and you do a triangle smoke like that, and then you let all your Zookas catch up, and then you hopefully have Brick there, and then you just flare onto the HQ. The heavies are going to step out in front of the Zookas there. You can get Brick's ability going at any time, guys. And then all you want to do is just shock the splash defenses. Basically, you want to shock everything that's going to be in range of the Zookas. And, like, you can let the heavies take anything. There was a laser there, but since it turned and was facing the heavies, it was not going to kill the heavies and then turn around and shoot the Zookas in time. So we didn't really have to worry about that. That's basically all it is. I mean, it's not too, like, scientific here, but yeah, let's go ahead and give a big shout out to the commenter of the day, and that is going to be Phoebe. So we forgot to change the commenter of the day until halfway through, but we did get the Phoebster up there, guys. So in terms of taking stuff out, when you're using the Smoky Heavy Zuka strategy. Basically, what you want to do is make it easier for you. You either want to clear stuff so you have to use less shocks, or so your landing is going to be easier onto either the beach or the HQ. So I'm going to go ahead and take out this... Actually, should we take anything out? I kind of just want to clear a bit of a hole right up here by the HQ. So even though this rocket launcher isn't going to be in range of any of my troops, same with that machine gun, I was going to use artillery on that to take it out, but it was just going to make the landing a little bit more awkward. Whenever Zukas have to walk around, where you have to, like you lock onto the HQ and they're actually, they're standing in a bunch of buildings, they always tend to not walk. They like step around, they do like a bigger horseshoe, so always try to avoid that if you can. And we have a pretty good line here, so the key thing is, you just put your first smoke. Oh my god, we're just getting roasted here on this flamethrower. Come on, Zukas. I should have taken it out. I was thinking about taking it down, but it doesn't matter. It only just clipped us a bit. But the biggest thing is just getting your front smoke down first. And you see what I mean here. I mean, we shock some stuff that's going to be in range of the Zukas, then nothing else matters. Like, the heavies are... the rest of it is just like, how many heavies are you going to lose, right? Like, it's not really a big deal if you lose a few heavies. But yeah, the biggest thing is just getting your first smoke and that triangle down first, because you want that to lift up, and then everything targets the heavies instead of the Zukas. So, pretty straightforward, I guess. But if you didn't know some of the like basics on how to do it, that's basically what goes through the chicken's mind, guys. So, the chicken has called it. We've trademarked it the chicken triangle. It's kind of cheating, so like don't spread it around too much. But yeah, that's the hashtag chicken triangle, guys. And let's actually load up our troops here. So we already have 6 million gold, which is pretty crazy. We can actually do a Dr. Caveman upgrade here, which we'll get to in a second. But let's go ahead and take down Stage 7 first here, guys. And you see right there, the gold that we actually used was like almost nothing, which is pretty crazy. So endless reserves and the troop mania is going to be insane for heavy Zuka attacks, guys. So get your lasers out, get your shock blasters down, get your doom cannons out. That's going to be, get your shield gens out. You can, I don't know, it's tough to say one prototype is specifically good against heavies and Zukas. I would say shock blasters, hot pots, maybe if you were to pick. But let's go ahead here, guys, and see what we can get done on this base. So, what the plan is going to be here, we can take out this machine gun and this mortar, and we can kind of carve our way in from the right side, because we can avoid some mines, which you don't really typically have to be too worried about when you're using Smoky Heavy Zuka. You see right here, I'm going to use a little bit of a delay before I put the rest of my troops out, and I'm just going to let the heavies run all these mines for me, and then they're going to get up here. I'm going to put a smoke down there first on the Zukas, and then I'm going to flare them up like this, because they are going to want to spread out a bit. And I'm not worried about the heavies and the Zukas being all together right now, because I had already cleared some of the mines on the shore. So now I'm going to be able to get a nice clean walk up to the HQ. And on the walk, because the Zukas and the heavies were all clumped together before, we can get the triangle going right like this. Because the Zukas and the heavies were all clumped up before, since we had such a long walk ahead of us, it didn't matter, because the heavies had more than enough time to get it way out in front of the Zukas. Alright, so let's go ahead, let's get our shocks down, guys. Let's get our health kits down on the Zukas. And you see, like, you don't need much GBE to do this. You really don't, unless you're doing really long walks. It's just super strong, especially against Imitation game that usually kind of sucks. Chicken flute, I guess. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Okay, so stage 7 goes down. Back. 427,000 gold, guys. With that, we are going to be able to get a Dr. Kavan upgrade going, and we're still going to have plenty of gold to spare. So that's going to wrap it up for the video today, guys. So make sure to let me know down in the comments. Still keep sending me your base builder bases. I know I still haven't done any of the ones that you guys have sent me, but we will get there. The chicken just doesn't have much time during the week now, but maybe on the weekend we'll do like a special live stream of base builder base. Let me know what you think of that down in the comments, and let me know what you think of the Hookah Mania and Endless Reserves thing. Are you going to be using hookahs a lot? And what was the actual question? No, that's a stupid question. What I really, the real question, guys, is, did you even know there was a Hookah Mania? Because I didn't see it. I didn't get a notification in the boombox, and I didn't see it posted on the Twitter anywhere. Maybe it's coming out later, but right here it says 4 days, 16 hours, which is pretty crazy, because usually it's, what, like 3 days and 20 hours or something like that. Anyway, so let me know that down in the comments, guys. That's going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you in the next one, guys. Check it out.